Hi everyone, and welcome to our Unit 5. We're talking about human resources in these lessons. Today we are on Lesson 5.5. This is about labor laws. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so our objectives for this lesson are to identify and explain major federal labor laws and to understand the significant impact of those laws have had on fair labor practices, workplace safety, and accessibility for individuals with disabilities. So we're going to start with the Fair Labor Standards Act, or the FLSA. Now, the FLSA sets rules about things like minimum wage, overtime pay, and child labor. It's meant to make sure that workers are treated fairly and paid properly for their work. Now, some FLSA violations include things like unpaid overtime and work hours. These violate the FLSA, which requires that overtime pay for hours worked beyond 40 in a work week. Also, missed breaks may indicate a violation depending on state laws and how those missed breaks contribute to the overall hours worked. And then there's classification issues. Misclassification of employees as exempt violates FLSA when those employees are not actually performing exempt level duties. Next is the Occupational Safety and Health Act. This is also known as OSHA, is typically known as OSHA. Now, OSHA is designed to keep workers safe on the job by setting rules and standards for workplace safety and health. And OSHA ensures that the employees follow these rules and standards in order to protect employees from hazards and accidents. So employers follow the rules so that employees are safe. Some OSHA violations often include unsafe working condition. The OSHA mandates that safe working conditions, including unblocked emergency exits, adequate lighting, and proper safety equipment are all in place. If you don't have those things, those can be violations against OSHA. Next is the Americans with Disabilities Act, or the ADA. The ADA was designed to stop discrimination against people with disabilities, and it makes sure that they have the same opportunities and access as everyone else in things like jobs, education, transportation, and in public places. Some ADA violations include lack of accommodations. These violate the ADA, which requires employers to provide reasonable accommodations to employees with disabilities. And so that is our lesson 5.5 on labor laws in our unit 5 about human resources. And our objectives of this lesson were to identify and explain major federal labor laws and to understand the significant impact those laws have had on fair labor practices, workplace safety, and accessibility for individuals with disabilities.